We got the youth out here. We got the young ones.
Hello, youth. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's because you were out here in those extreme conditions. You? Him. He the main one.
They're saying that we're done. If y'all need to take an Uber, the Ubers do not come to the National Mall.
We don't do it. Say what?
You need to get your Ubers over here if you all Ubered. They do not come to the National Mall. We're going to keep walking to the National Mall. I don't work here. That's all.
Ain't no. You supposed to say ain't nobody Ubering though. Ain't nobody leaving. Ain't nobody leaving.
You guys should rent City Bikes or whatever the fuck.
I think we just looping back because that's where we started probably. And there's another event, the final like closing event at 9 p.m. The Lincoln Memorial. Is that what it is? What, on the steps where the I Have a Dream speech was?
Normally they meet at DuPont Circle, but I'm not sure where they're meeting tonight.
All right. Motherfuckers need to start handing out immunity shots. That the event is at 9 though. But you see the tactics. We got like 2 dry ones in there. Nigga, you done ate 1,000 calories of chips. You good? You good? This all you need today is chips. Chips. All she need is chips. Here. They got, is that the ones you had? The crab chips? Niggas got mad about it. Niggas got mad about it. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? That's not disrespectful. Niggas grow up in the hood, all you eat is chips and honey buns. But, you know, people not from the hood, they take offense to that type of shit because they don't know that a bag of chips, 450 calories. Niggas in the hood survive on hot Cheetos and honey buns, so that's normal. Like, a whole day, all you eat is chips, that's called poverty. That's called, a lot of us grew up like that, so... No, but don't get offended. Don't get offended when I say you got mad. Everybody, if she got mad, say yes. If she didn't, say no. It's not about your eating habits. Your body's popping. I didn't say you can't. No. We didn't say. You know what I'm saying? People be getting in their chest though. But yeah, if you want to eat, you want to eat. That was a joke, but you got mad though. But like, you know what I'm saying? If you grew up in poverty and you had to like you literally ate chips type shit or like ketchup or like bummy ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Chips is like a staple in niggas' diets when they impoverished. Oh, is this nigga blocking the boys? Oh, they blocking them off. Whoa, they own it.
Hey, what? No, it's okay. It's okay. MPD arrest protocol is 3-1. MPD arrest protocol is 3-1. We are 5. Let's go!
They really hopping on ass. Oh, they mega deep, bro. That cop's not even mad. Look, he's smiling and shit. Bruh, these cops is friendly as fuck compared to Minneapolis police, bro. Bruh, Minneapolis police don't do it.
They don't do it.
You gonna be George Floyd. I grew up 3 blocks away from where George Floyd was killed. I used to go to that store every day. That's because it's the capital of the fucking country. They can't pop off like that. They can't pop off. You could damn near slap them and they can't do shit. Right? Y'all from over here?
Yeah.
Facts.
What's up, baby? Yep. I was popping that shit off last night. At one point they got the back on. I was like, what are you?
We was just, that's the highway we was just occupying, holding it down. Not even deep like we was before because the rain, you know. Then just looped, you know, occupying space. One bitch. Food on the carts, supplying that protest, supplying that march. So we started, and now we ending. Started in the rain. Oh, lightning. The police still pulling up on bikes. Oh, that nigga riding with the boys. These bike squads really be just pulling up bikes, locking it like bikes. Imagine in Minneapolis they come with bikes. They gonna be like, all right, the joke is up. I like the Schwinn. That's a nice trek. That's a good Specialized, but I'm gonna have to fuck you up. You don't move. What is this, a movie theater? Spy Museum.
Spy Museum, yeah.
You from here?
Yeah.
What's the Spy Museum?
Oh, it's new. They used to have an old one, but like that one's like a few years old.
Facts. Yup. Oh shit. Nigga, wasn't nobody gonna tell me I was walking into a chair?
Got more, but you're good.
Bet. Good looking. Appreciate you, bro. Nigga trying to put chairs in the road. What are you doing, tables? Huh? Grab them tables too. Fuck a chair. Yeah. Oh shit, I'm on 1%. Hey yo! Charger me ASAP! Ah, charger me! Ah. Ah. Is he on? Got him. Woo. He not going. Hey, the lie about to die, y'all. Right at the peak, too. Fuck. Why he not rocking, though? Hey, share this, y'all. Share this. We in D.C. The march is not done. Share this. Ah, he on one. And my motherfucking portable not rocking. It's love, though, man. This what it's supposed to look like.
Education system, neither does our health care, neither does our vote. The federal government can give our right add to us. But you know what the federal government can do? They can kiss my ass. 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 I wish I had a speaker. We can get back to music emergency.
Yo, let's party. Come on, let's go. We sing along this shit.
Take your time. We get paid by the hour.
Gang, 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 gang. Yo, you guys sound beautiful out here today. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. This is beautiful. I fucking love this shit. I fucking love all of you guys. Who keep us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keep us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keep us safe?
We keep us safe.
We keep us safe. We keep us safe. We keep us safe.
We keep us safe. We keep us safe. We keep us safe. Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose house?
Our house.
Whose house?
Our house.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Burn it down.
we gotta get louder right now. We're coming back to where people abuse. We need to get as loud as possible. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, like I'm ready to lose my voice out here in these streets. I'm gonna go home. Nobody's gonna hear what I'm saying and shit, but it's okay. Cause the people out here need to hear this shit. They need to hear this, especially from us. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, burn it down. If we don't get it, burn it down.
What are y'all talking about, man? Burning that shit.
That's so fact though. We did homage today. We see it on the back of dying. That's like, give it a round of applause. We the ancestors, right? Give a round of applause. Pass us the baton. Pass us the torch. It is our choice. It is our duty to keep the torch, to keep the flame alive. Because the movement was not going to end with them, and it won't end with us.
We don't know where the cops are coming, but they're coming from behind.
What Kevin said. Hey, y'all. I really want y'all to give yourselves another round of applause for making this full march. Come on, let's go! For keeping the energy up through the rain, through all of this shit, because we understand that we are here for a greater purpose. That we have been called today to stand together for a greater purpose. And that purpose is the valuation of black and brown lives, of core lives. That purpose is the valuation of all the lives that have been devalued in this America that has not served us all. So I want to thank you guys for standing with us. And like I said, again, I want to double down on my charge to the allies. I want to double down on my charge to the allies.
Show me what black unity looks like.
This is what black unity looks like.
Show me what black unity looks like.
This is what black unity looks like.
Show me what our allies look like.
This is what our allies look like.
Show me what our allies look like.
This is what our allies look like.
Alright, y'all. We gonna close out in a starter. You know how I like to do it. I like to bring my black women to the front. We stop raining? Yo, link up. We taking
Link
all
up.
the things.
Tighten up. Stop the black women to the front. This the line. Yo.
And that's how we gonna close out.
Tighten up. All right. This is the line. Tighten up. This is the line. Tighten up. Link up.
We taking those. Black women to the front. Black women to the front.
Black women to the front.
Black women to the front. Black women to the front. Black women to the front. Black women to the front. Oh wait, we can take this street first.
Yo, it's about to pour. Black Lives Matter.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our change.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other.
Thanks, Dana. Appreciate that. That Twitter handle was Oracle, ORACLE_DC. Looks like we have another emergency vehicle coming through that people are clearing a path for. Protesters cheering. Looks like we got some beeps, some honks coming from the fire truck. I'm gonna toss my jacket on over me and my phone real quick. Right on. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Watching the movement of the peoples unfolding in real time in front of us. Type of thing the mainstream media just cannot do. Oh yeah, I think that Trump is in New Hampshire today. This is what my mother has told me because they live in southern New Hampshire. Yeah, you can go to our Twitter handle and check out some photos and pics from the March on Washington event from earlier today. Pretty epic, you know, standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial and looking back at both sides of the National Mall.
Didn't even listen to the demands. They asked for an external third party to investigate RPD, District 1. You, as the mayor, allowed them to have an internal investigation of themselves. Doesn't make sense to the public. You could have went to Chicago, Detroit, Iowa, and got an independent group to oversee May 30th. And that in the hell is why they're out here. Because you didn't listen. And you don't listen to your people. What you listen to is whoever told you to do this crap. Cost nothing to block the street off. Mayor No-Show McNamara. That's what you are.
Mayor no-show McNamara. You don't publicly say anything about this, and you try to justify $500,000 in tax when you know all they have to do is block this street off. City Market is a shell. City Market is dead, and you know it. And whether the lady that controls it knows it or not, you're the problem, and you're the one that caused it. You're the one that caused the death of City Market based on a $500,000 job to pay these guys extra money and have 50 cops on the scene. None of it makes sense. But usually when money's involved, it doesn't make sense. I hope you're happy.
So as you can see, the anger at what's being done to the protesters here is intense. This is supposed to be America, where we're supposed to be free, and as you can see, that is not the case here tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy, man, doing some stuff with the kids and that kind of stuff. But, man, I can barely hear you, bro. I'm hollering at you, bro.
So to recap, they had this area blocked off. They told protesters they couldn't stand on the sidewalk over there. They couldn't stand on the sidewalk over there. They couldn't stand here in between, even though the road is blocked and there is obviously no traffic coming out, that they could not stand here. They could not cross, that they were required to stand in this particular protest area, which is right here. And as you can see, that has not happened. And ACLU is here again today to witness what is going on and the violations of American civil liberties. So again, this is the Voice of Freeport at Rockford City Market. We are just keeping up with what's going on here. We had a gentleman earlier across one of the Black Lives Matter children and told him that he needed to take off his LGBTQIA mask because he personally felt offended by it. Which is like really sad for, we definitely want the community to stand for each other and not fight against each other. Oppression is oppression, no matter what form it comes in.
I know that, but still don't get too close.
protect? Who do you serve? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
Oh, okay. No, they say cat.
You about to lose your job. 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 Shut it down!
I ain't gonna lie, she's fine though.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
No fucking bad.
What that smoke?
I think they burned the fake pinata.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not positive.
Hey, we're going this way. That way, straight, straight. She said straight. Where'd she go? Oh, there she go.
we will show a relatively quick switch. Capturing a switch off the cuff on camera hasn't been successful for us, so instead we've semi-set things up for it to happen. One of the most requested things that we have is to see the very marbled switching caught on camera. Well, today's video captures just that. Hi, I'm Jess, and you're watching Multiplicity and Me, a channel dedicated to eradicating the stigma of DID. For years now, people have asked us, what does it look like when you switch? And let me just say, for us, it's not been an easy thing to capture. There will be a FOIA coming for how often police officers are tested for COVID while they're out here grabbing and snatching and congregating. This gentleman right here, look at him all the time. He was the one that threatened the photographer with his life. Yes, he told him that he would kill him. With the cops standing right behind him. See, and there he goes again. That would be him. And yes, the voice of Freeport has that on footage. So what the police were trying to do was to keep people away from City Market. As you can hear, the music is turned up and the protesters are not at this corner anymore because they actually blocked this corner off. They closed down both sides of it and would not allow protesters to leave from it. So they effectively got what they wanted. They put these out right here to keep people from crossing the road. So this was very much planned attack. ACLU came down here, however, and put it into it.
Somebody said they had Dylan. I just saw it last time. I guess we're gonna be. I don't know. I guess we're gonna be redoing. Oh, really? With other. Yeah. I hear them. This is it.
Attack indiscriminately all of the protesters, regardless of their engagement level, including random civilians that are just happen to be caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, journalists in town that were maced, gassed. Portland Police Bureau in the early weeks of the protest just continually turned downtown into a gas cloud. And then they dialed back their use of tear gas, but then the feds arrived and they upped the use of tear gas. See if I can get a little bit closer for the speaker. Oh, it looks like Rhett's right up in there.
Woo!
Oh, whoops. I've been missing all these comments. Oh, I'm biased as fuck, Connie. I don't know what world you live in, but non-bias doesn't exist. And anyone who tells you otherwise is a fool. MLK would be turning in his grave. You mean the man that said that a riot is the voice of the unheard? Yeah, I think that he would be turning in his grave in support. Yeah, Rand Paul is trying to end no-knock warrants. And so, I mean, there are issues with Rand Paul's particular brand of libertarianism, particularly there's kind of some intertwined racism and homophobia there, but I do agree with the ending no-knock warrants. So as much as I may be against that.
I don't care what race you are. You're here. The first step is showing up. Now what do you do? This is not a movement, it's a lifestyle. And y'all listen up, because those cheers, you're gonna forget that you actually clap at 5:62 p.m. You're gonna forget about it. Please just listen. Please do. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Just listen. Exactly. I know it's a lot of hurt out here, but let that hurt be portrayed as something positive. Let that hurt be molded in something productive. What will you do now? I'm talking to my brothers and sisters that's black as well. They see our social media posts. They see it. Can you live it? Can you live it? Those private conversations that you have with your friends. And I say your friends, when your black friends come around and your friends say, oh man, it was one too many of them. I don't know if they're going to behave this time. Say something. That's a part of the problem. That is a part of the problem. And all of my black brothers and sisters out here, hey, when you see a white person that wants to help, don't automatically think they have a second motive. When you see a white person post, don't think that they're just wanting it to be clout. If it is for clout, shame on them. But at least they said something. Because what happens is, everybody out here, if you post, if you become vocal, you now have a strike against your back. Because it's not popular to be vocal in this country. Sir. It's not. Black Lives Matter until Black Lives Matter, all lives matter
cannot be prevalent on this country. Where was All Lives Matter in 1862? It wasn't prevalent. I didn't see it. I wasn't here, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It doesn't make sense. When they built this statue on this ground, they knew that it was federal ground. They knew that decisions would be made on behalf of this community, and black people would be on this community. And when they walk into this, into these front doors, and they see that statue, they know that justice on the teetering scale is not leaning in our favor. When they see that statue, it's saying that the Confederacy reigns supreme in this country and inside of this city. That's what that statue says. But it runs deep. The soil that that statue is implanted on, it runs deep. It runs deep in the hearts of this country, and it runs deep in the hearts of Murray, Kentucky. It's the friendliest city in America, but it's mind-boggling sometimes when you hear about race being inside of the conversation that the ugliest can come out of the nicest person. Yes, sir. So from today, out of all of the cheering, out of all of the claps, out of all of the facing off them, it's deeper than that. When you go back to your dorm room, when you go back to your house, when you go back to Birmingham, Alabama, when you go back to St. Louis, please remember who you are. Deep down inside, remember who you are. And if inside, and if you're out here because you feel convicted, that you said some things back in the past, that guilt has been removed. You're out here now. You believe in something bigger than yourself. I know your parents probably said something in the household. They don't agree with you being back here. Bump that. Bump it. I don't curse. Y'all can substitute that whatever you want to. Bump it. This is the new history. When you tear down something like that, this history. This is history. Every moment is history. Remove it. Put it somewhere else. Put it in the graveyard. It's dead to me. Let's go. Who's next? Who's next?
Who's next? Anybody else on the roster to speak for 5 minutes? Anybody want to speak for 5 minutes? Yes, you got it.
Think about it. The Constitution's not written for us. We were counted for 2/3 of the vote and half a damn person. Makes no sense. So the Emancipation Proclamation is a motherfucking lie. The Civil Rights Act of 1693, it was cute, but it's a motherfucking lie. Because all we got was emancipation without a plan and civil rights without enforcement. Time and time again. They have shown us that our lives mean nothing to them. So I want to thank you all for being here today. I love you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of power to be able to do today. No one thought that we were going to be out. I didn't think we were going to be out here this year. Did you? But you stayed out here and you fought for it. It is visible. We have to celebrate the small victories within the movement, because if not, we're going to be burnt out. We have to take care of each other, you know. Like we're going back out tomorrow. But Sunday, if there's nothing going on, please take care of yourself. Because the people don't show up, the movement doesn't happen.
Homeless lives matter.
Homeless lives matter. Right. To me, it's extremely important. The news, the media, all the outlets. Special ed, because people don't want to take care of them. Shame. That is a fact. They take our right to vote and they give us voter suppression. Shame. Time and time again, if you think over history, you think of everything that black people do, literally everything we've done, we can run our own. And tell you that what you're doing is wrong. Why are we talking about this? Like, they will tell you these things. Like, don't black people die every day by other black people? Facts.
Fuck that.
Don't white people die every day by other white people? Facts. Don't Spanish people die by other Spanish people? That's a fact. Don't Asian people die more by Asian people? That's a fact. But the only time you get that shit when they're trying to throw that shit in our fucking face, you can kiss my black ass. At the end of the day, y'all, we have to do better. It is our job and our duty to fight for black people. It is our job and our duty to fight for black people. It is our job and our duty to fight for black people. It is our job and our duty to fight for black people.
It is our job.
Every eye closed, all heads bowed. You know why we pray in, we pray out? Because I believe in a higher power than me. Because why? We got home safely. And even though we're not in your bed yet, I speak things into existence. Manifestation is over. The Palm Collective was nothing about 2 months ago. And look at us now. Manifestation, speaking into existence. Everyone under the sound of my voice will get home. All heads down, all eyes closed. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you as humble as we know how. We give honor, praise, and glorification to you. Lord, we are so thankful for you ordering our steps and our tongue and our mind and guiding us on the right and every right and narrow path. Lord, I thank you for keeping your hedge around us and protecting us from all seen and unseen danger. I ask that you, as everyone under the sound of my voice, touch them from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet. I speak power into their lives. I speak power into their feet, to their muscles. I speak power to their brain, their eyes, and their voices. Heal them like never before. Any ache and pain that's in their body, I ask you to rebuke it right now in the name of Jesus Christ. Lord, as we continue in this movement, because this is not the end, it was never the beginning. I ask that you allow our legs to keep moving like never before, and our voices to keep moving like never before, keep our fists raised like never before, give us strength like never before, build us up, encourage us like never before, because we need it. You said you will never leave us or forsake us. You said you will make our enemies our footstool. Donald Trump is my footstool. The federal government of the United States is my footstool. Nancy Pelosi is my footstool. Everybody that's put a fake foot for black people is my footstool. Businesses, art, the economy, the news, the federal government, local government is my footstool. Why? Because if we don't get it, burn it down. Burn it down. If we don't get it, burn it down. In the name of the Father, Son, and the blessed Holy Ghost, because you are Alpha, the Omega, the Jehovah Jireh, the Lord of Lords, the Prince of Peace, the King of Kings, the good I am that I am. In Jesus' name, everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody, thank you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Nathan. I run New World Order. I don't know if you guys know Wester X, but he's a dude from Milwaukee that put big ass. Oh shit, man. He's a dude from Milwaukee that put together a protest with like 1,000 people riding bikes and skateboards and shit. Us, him, and Equitine this Sunday in Uptown are gonna have a march from 4 to 6. We're gonna march from Uptown to Lincoln Park, and I'm not gonna say the rest of the Coffee Club, but in the morning we'll have a supply drop of like thousands of dollars worth of groceries and like basic house needs, shit like that. So anybody that wants to come out will be in the Family Dollar parking lot Sunday at 11 o'clock. The Family Dollar parking lot, 6100 22nd Avenue in Uptown Kenosha at 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We're also going to have hella paint supplies. So I know you guys have been seeing everybody in Kenosha has been painting fucking murals everywhere. We're going to be doing that too, but we're going to have a lot of people. Then at 4 o'clock, we're going to be starting in the Family Dollar parking lot. We're going to march from Uptown to Lincoln Park, and then we'll just close the rest of the route later. But we would really like any organization that's been a driving force in this movement to show up and show their faces, because we're really trying to finish strong on Sunday and express solidarity. So you can follow me at New World Order INC. We'll post a flyer in like 20 minutes. And also Equitine will post a flyer too. But yeah, shouts out to these people that came out. Shouts out to Omar. He's a fucking gangster. Milwaukee Alliance. Yeah, everybody give it up to them. Thank you for letting me shout this out. Remember, Sunday at 11 o'clock in Uptown, food drive. Sunday at 4 o'clock in Uptown at Family Dollar Park. Okay, bye.
Yep, I can now. Yeah.
Alright, y'all, again, if you wanted to stay out here, that's at your own risk, but this rally's officially over. We're going to encourage people to get back home before they start enforcing curfew. We almost got arrested last night trying to get our friend out of jail, and they are vicious, so you do not want to be a part of that. So I suggest that everyone get out at your own discretion. Thank you.
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Black Lives Matter will be hosting a march. The family of Jacob Blades will be there at 2 o'clock. Boys and Girls Club at 2 o'clock. We need as many boots on the ground as necessary. At 2 o'clock tomorrow, the Boys and Girls Club, right down the street here. There you go. Let's give it up for the new Kenosha. Who are we talking about?
Godwin, I'm the guy But some Karen-ass bitch called the cops on him. In Raleigh! This is Raleigh, my man! This is in Raleigh off of Greenmore Road, bitch! The big lot off of Greenmore Road! I got the live video that day. The cop pulled up to him, but he... Not the cop! No, his name! W.B. Tapscott, that bitch, pulled up to Keith Collins, and Keith Collins said, I want to go home, and walked home. The cop started shooting. Yes, it was a lady that made that phone call. I was in North Raleigh that day. So I wanted to go to work. Mike Jack. Keith Collins was shot 4 times to the ground. 3 more times on the ground. And 4 more times because he was moving on the ground still. Everyone got fucking shot. Hold on. Still shot. The cop had the time to reload his gun and keep shooting. 11 shots. 11 shots. In Raleigh off of Greenmore Road, 5 minutes from Crabtree Valley Mall. They took his body. They asked the cop, W.B. Tapscott, say his name, W.B. Tapscott. They asked him if he was all right. They took his body, and they did not clean up the blood off of the street. They had a neighbor clean up the blood off of the street. Keith Collins was a 52-year-old man with a developmental disability. Hold on. He collected washable markers, highlighters, and pens because he thought they were pretty. Let's go. Bro, do y'all understand? That was a child and a black man's body. And y'all killed him. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
They said that you tell them about what happened yesterday. Bro, y'all ready? First of all, tell them how long we've been saying his name. We've been saying Keith Collins' name. For 88 days! For 88 days! His mother has been fighting for justice since January 31st. Yesterday afternoon.
Shut down Fort Hood! Shut down Fort Hood! Shut down Fort Hood! Shut down Fort Hood! Shut down Fort Hood!
I'll stop now in case I don't get to see any person. I don't want to talk about it too long, but thank you. But I can't. It takes a tax. One, check on each other mentally. I do it. I'm the worst because I'm whatever. You know, I think I'm football Marine. I'm the worst. It's taking a tax on me. It's taking a tax on y'all. Whether you're here today or not, it's taking a tax on all of us in the nation. Take some time to check on each other. And then wake up and fight and join with somebody else and find a specific mission that you're fighting for with this one. Because what they don't know is if you think you're deceiving us, you don't even realize what we know about no-knock warrants, what we know about qualified immunity, what we know about redlining, what we know about what the National Park Service has in its record that are all based on Confederate language. We're going to erase that. Because we got city councilmen out here that are teachers in the community that are taking that opportunity on. We got city councilmen that are having that conversation on the merits. They don't know who y'all are, and I don't either. And I really look forward to meeting all of y'all as I thank y'all. And I really appreciate what y'all done today for this community and for other communities and for me personally. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's go. I'll call you out. I'm not going Socratic method with the mic. Socratic method is when they're calling you in law school and you ain't prepared with the reading. It's a bad day for you. Which is why I prepared before talking to you boys over here. Every training counts. Wes, you out here? Shelly, you out here? Daniela, you got it.
Okay, I was not planning on speaking because I definitely don't want to take up like the platform for anybody, especially in the Black community, but I've had so many people help me organizing this, and I definitely did not think we were going to get the numbers that we did out here today. I had a little faith, but I was worried because we are in Murray, Kentucky. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has come out here to stand against that racist statue, okay? It is promoting black dehumanization, and it is a symbol of slavery, and it needs to be taken down. It has a whites-only fountain still in it, and they redid it in 2005 with taxpayer money. Tell me why. Make it make sense, okay? So I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming out here, because we have to keep coming together and we have to keep standing up against those people over there, and we have to show them that our community has support for the removal of it. They keep telling us just because we're students that this isn't our home, so that we don't have a right to have an opinion on it. But we came to this college and we are paying our money to be here, and this is our home. I love Murray and I want the best for Murray, and that starts with taking that racist symbol out of here. That's all I have to say. Actually, do you want to say anything?
Take it down! 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 Hi everyone! Take it down! My name's Ashley. That was Daniela that just spoke to you guys. We kind of helped organize this a little bit, but we definitely couldn't have done it without a bunch of the community members coming together and helping us. And it's been amazing. The other day I was in a meeting with a cop, which is like my worst fear ever. And he asked how many people we thought we were going to have out here. And we just kind of looked at one another, and Sherman said, well, at least 100. And we'll have clearly exceeded that. And we'll exceed
But what does it mean for you to be out here and kind of have the support? I mean, you were commanding an audience there and people were hearing your story.
I'm very grateful more than anything. I'm thankful for the love. I'm thankful for the allies. I'm thankful that they see us. And if I can whisper anything in their ear or scream anything in their ears, Exit 300. We are Black people who mean something to this community. And that's for anybody. We're Black people who mean something to this community, all the way up to North Hills. Like, we contribute to this community. And although it doesn't affect you right-handed, we deserve better than to have police over-policing us every single day. Like, I mean, if you litter, you'll go into jail. And that's kind of a bit much. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's very emotional to be out here in which everybody's standing, and I'm very grateful more than anything. I want to say that to everybody. I'm grateful for all races. I'm grateful for everybody being out here, honestly. I'm grateful for you even talking to me. But Exit 300 means something.
Well, it means something to me that you allowed me to stop you. I just tapped on your shoulder and said, excuse me, might you be able to speak with me real fast? Have you been to have you participated in other marches or demonstrations here?
At one point I did, during the George Floyd, that situation. Unfortunately, I'm from here. I've been here for 28 years, and I never expected anything like the George Floyd march to happen and transpire in the way that it did, because they definitely tear gassed us with expired tear gas. But that one of the blessings that came out of that is that I paid attention to City Council. I definitely paid attention to City Council after that.
Well, in that last bit, when you were talking earlier, you had stressed the importance of heading to the polls. So,
oh my gosh.
Do you find yourself being a little bit more active perhaps in the community now than you were a year ago today?
Yes. Definitely more active. Definitely put my feet to the pavement and my voice to the ears and saying, like, vote. It doesn't have to be blue or red. Definitely have green. Can I say that?
Well, I appreciate you allowing me to. Let me just get your name if I can.
I'm Drika.
And then your last name?
Morgan.
Morgan. All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to let you get back. I'm Elena.
Can I shake your hand?
Well, we're going to do this.
Okay,
we're going to do this. All right.
Okay.
We're still in COVID times now.
I know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. So yeah, happy she just stopped and
walking up to Dreamland. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on marching, keep on.
Let's go back up here.
There's other shit that not like
Jackie Robinson Foundation.
It's Jackie Robinson Day. Mention that. Jackie Robinson Day.
Hashtag inspector.
No tag by the Cardinal first baseman. They have Carpenter, the young short. Who's the second baseman?
Let me see.
First.
He wants to
Come on, one hit away from
Give it up there, Fruity Burgers! Oh, come on! We love you!
82, 206, and 20 on the
So what I want y'all to know is that baseball.
Y'all need to stop trying to mess up the flow, man.
How many of us know that?
Trying to mess up the flow, man. Y'all trying to mess up everybody's vibe. Yeah. I think y'all messed up everybody's vibe.
Right now. Do we need
I'm talking.
other than Black Lives Matter? No!
I want us to move further up there where players can see us. Players can't see us here. But when we move up here closer, they can see us. I want them to hear us on ESPN. And that's why we need to move up. As soon as she can see.
We are here, and the Cardinals are still deciding to play. It's not okay. This is the third time we have gone through protests, and our sports teams are still not standing with with us. That's a problem, y'all. With dollars matter more than black lives. That's the problem.
And Tony Santana has been very good at getting the people
Means more than black people surviving. That is a problem. Yeah. We said that we were going to come for every single piece of injustice.
David base open at second base. Only one out. We're in the first inning.
That's all I was just about to tell y'all.
No baseball!
No baseball! No baseball! No baseball! No baseball! No baseball! No baseball! No baseball!
Thank you.
We're out here in solidarity with Jacob, but the baseball players think that they're celebrating.
What's good, family? How are you?
You need to walk the track over there.
But they continue not to pay attention to the injustice that is taking place off of the field. Now what I'm going to ask you to do, and I'm talking to the organizers, it's all right to be here, but if we walk out like about 50 feet to your right, you can see the baseball player and they can see you. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk them about 50 feet. About 50 feet. On that side. And we're going to make sure that the players hear us. Come on, Shell, come. We're going to make sure that they hear us. So we're going to ask everybody who's wrong.
No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
Get them to slow the crowd down while we go get our security pictures.
Okay. No justice! No baseball! 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 No justice! No justice! No justice! No baseball! No justice! No baseball! No justice! No baseball! We need everybody to be as loud as you can. We want to hear us. No justice! No baseball!
I've been here though. I've been here. Oh my God. No, different. Hey, I'm gonna go back
It's their black friend.
Yeah, I mean, who are these fuckers?
Yeah.
They must all be paid.
I don't think that, but well, the entire trip might be paid for.
The speakers.
The speakers probably. Oh yeah. I'm willing to bet that they pay those speakers. If it's not somebody running for office, like some of those people running for office will go speak or whatever the fuck they can.
Running for office.
That's different. But some of these other ones, it's like, yeah.
Mancow, people who run for office.
Do you think Mancow's coming to this shit for free? Not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. No way.
Do you know how it works when you run for office? Do you know that
but, you know, the latest shooting in the back of Jacob Blake and just the continued violence against people of color by the police, it just has to end. And so when we heard other people were going to be gathering, we wanted to be here in solidarity and allyship with people who are saying Black lives have to matter, Black lives must matter, Black lives have to do more than matter, but that's a minimum anyway.
Do you think that is important for people of all colors to come out and say that? You know,
absolutely,
that's obviously why you're
absolutely, here. Yeah. I think that until all of society counts people of color in the same way they count white people, that there's not going to be equality in the societal sense. I mean, so we have to stand for people who don't necessarily have a voice because of the way that our culture is keeping people out and down.
And you see also, it's sort of in juxtaposition, right? You see the businesses that are boarded up, still businesses that are fearful that something like this could erupt and lead to something that is not about the movement. Do you feel that sense as well, and where do you come down on that? Are these businesses overreacting?
I don't think they're overreacting. I mean, unfortunately, there are, what we saw the last time was that were provocateurs who were inciting violence and property damage, who were not even here to say Black Lives Matter, just here to make a mess. And there are people whose anger boils over. You know, if my son was shot in the back 7 times, if my son was killed by a police officer, I'm a pacifist, but I don't know if I could hold on to my pacifism. That's a horrible thing to have to see and deal with and know over and over and over in the black community. So I speak against the provocateurs, but I certainly don't choose violence myself, but I could certainly understand it, how that can happen with people.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Be safe tonight.
Hey, Josh. That was another great conversation. I'd like you to talk to the man sitting right behind the Mary you were just talking to, the man in the purple. Do you see him sitting down right there? So we talked to him. Elena talked to him.
We've met before.
Yeah, and Elena talked to him earlier on in the march, and he was telling us that he stepped forward and took a leadership role because no one else was. He was actually concerned about some of the things he was hearing. People saying, he quoted other people as saying that what happens tonight. So he stepped forward. He said he was encouraging everyone to be peaceful tonight. I'd like to know what he makes of things now, and I'm sorry we didn't catch his name in the first conversation earlier.
And I should remember his name because I've interviewed this gentleman before. I remember that I believe you're from Clayton or from Johnson County.
In that area.
Okay, but tell me your first name again.
CJ.
CJ. And your last name?
I like to keep it anonymous.
Okay, CJ. CJ, I believe Elena, my colleague, came and interviewed you earlier, and you heard some chatter that didn't really sit well with you. Are you still feeling that? Because from what I can gather, people still feel as if they're angry, but just having a conversation out here.
What I addressed earlier, first, I want to apologize to those who I've offended by calling out Pacific Organization. Now, I am wrong to start putting names on people. The reason why I did that was because my assumption by certain individuals who I've seen before who are affiliated with that Pacific group are the ones who are taking the initiative of doing the chants and leading the banner march and all that. Besides that, the dialogue I had at the beginning of this with those who started leading this march, they confessed to me how they want to keep this among the people themselves to do whatever they feel they want to do and not have no leadership at all in this whole thing.
What does that mean exactly to you?
To me, it means that we're not going to get anywhere with this, because this is not how our elders did it back in the day in the 60s and 70s in the first movement, because there has to be a leadership. And the only way for us to be completely united is that somebody has to take the helm to lead us, to keep us united. And because getting in the cops' faces and cussing them out, throwing bottles, or lighting American flags, lighting flags on fire, or chanting out defund or abolish the police, we can do that all day long, but we can congregate amongst each other all day long, but we're not taking the fight to the people who really need to hear our message.
Right, and those are the people. I know you were standing in front of the legislature. There were a lot of folks standing there, but they're obviously not there. I mean, the governor might be there, but he's not coming out. But did you get the sense that the people, as disorganized as they might be or not, are here to cause some trouble?
The spirit in me has a sense of that. The possibility can arise depending how long they're out here past curfew. For right now, I guess for the sake, but there's still kids out here and elderly, they're still keeping their cool about things while still maintaining that energy of anger and expressing that. And recently, I know I've been part of the protest, and you see me out here. Versus now, what I'm doing as the president of SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Committee for Change, me and two other colleagues, we're in Graham-Alamance County because recently there's been an incident where two black girls almost got ran over by this racist white lady in her truck. And we're over there fighting for justice for them and representing them. We're trying to get them legal provisions to help to bring justice to that woman who is guilty of attempted murder. And that's the stuff we need to be doing in our communities, not just going out and coming together and protesting. We got to get to know who we're protesting with, get to know the people, to really understand what exactly what change we want. We all had a common message that Black Lives Matter and we need police reform. Abolishing the police. Who are we going to call? When someone comes up to you in the middle of the street and stabs you or shoots you or attempts to kill you or robs you or tries to come in your home in the middle of the night, who are you going to call?
It's my top and only priority. I don't mind if I get hurt, but I don't want you guys to get hurt. And I don't want to get hurt either, but you know, I'll step up. I'll step up to the plate if that happens, but I don't think it will. I feel very positive energy, good vibrations here. I think this is going to be the most impactful thing that Possible has seen in a very, very, very long time. Thank you. so, yep, just as much as you can, don't engage. Like, I know that it's hard not to, but we gotta be the bigger people. And if we need to, if it seems intense, then we will all take a knee and remain silent while they can figure out whatever they want to figure out. So, and then also we have signs and posters over here. On what are the signs? Can you hand me one of those, Theo? The front of this is going to be, it's more so of an action that you would see in the 60s. That was at the MLK March. And then the back of it is represents what we're fighting for now. So for the first half of this event, I would like everyone to show this side more so. And then once we get to the last half of the event, because we're going from past to present, we're going to show this side. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We have a schedule, it's timed, it's coordinated, this is organized. I really feel like this is the best thing we can do for our community. So let's do it, and let's go. So we're just gonna get coordinated a little bit because we're gonna do the Martin Luther King speech. So just give me a second, you guys can hang out. Save the chanting until we give you the cue to start chanting. I don't want to just start it and just have it get ruined. So save that for later, and then just give us a moment, then we're gonna do a couple of speeches. Thank you. We're around if we need a certain show. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so thanks, girl. Girl, you're the best. I'm just like, I know my voice is loud, but this thing isn't even that loud compared to like a person's screaming. Yeah, I will. Which one? I can't even see it. Oh, that one? Alright. That one's loud. Aha! Will do. Roll this up.
Boycott! What's happening now? Boycott! What's happening now? Boycott! What's happening now? Boycott! Say what? Boycott! Say what? Boycott! I know. Boycott! We let too many people do dumb shit. Boycott! What's happening now? Boycott! What's happening now? Boycott!
Control.
Now clap! 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 Everywhere we go! We're not loud enough! We're not loud enough! People wanna know! People wanna know! Who we are! Who we are! So we tell them!
Now clap. That's why they lose. Now clap. Now clap.
That's why they lose.
That's why they losing. All right. It's going off. It's going off. Get on the challenge. Move back, please stay fight back. Move back, move back. When they say move back, we say fight back. Move back, move back. When they say move back, we say fight back. Move back, move back, move back, move back, move back.
Y'all see they tried to turn the volume up.
No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice! No justice!
Price of freedom. Okay. Here we mark the price of freedom. And I can't walk closer because it's water, but it is a giant wall of stone.
There are currently two people yelling at one another. It is unsure what exactly they're yelling about.
Remain missing in the war. The 399 American dead and missing from World War II are second only to the loss of more than 620,000 Americans during our Civil War. Okay,
and there are both Murray City and Murray State Police here right now as well, helping divide the two groups.
It's a lot of people who died fighting fascism, and here we are continuing to do so today. That is fucking heartbreaking. You're goddamn right, Cassie. Casey? I don't know.
It seems that some are moving.
What happens when you got the Madison glasses?
Received another call.
How long you're supposed to be here?
Yeah,
I think the organizers said once the speeches were done, they were leaving.
Okay.
But there's no...
Doesn't look like it. Thank you.
We got multiple.
So they're on that And for those of you that were not here earlier, there were several community and student speakers that spoke about removing the monument. Oh wow. There were several ideas thrown out there, but the one thread that they all had in common was just to move it out of the court square. Some speakers talked about moving it to a cemetery in Murray, while others didn't really make it clear what exactly they were wanting, if they wanted to relocate it or remove it completely. But there is a sentiment saying that it should be out of the court square. And those protesters are on this side over here, and then over on this side we have those that are wanting to keep the monument here.
A group of protesters.
And we also have some of the speakers that are trying to get others to register out and vote, that are going through both crowds right now. And there is a police presence, so there is just a lot going on right now, but all peaceful. Just mostly yelling at each group. It is unclear how long everyone is going to be staying here. They were originally supposed to have the speakers and then disperse, but it seems that everyone is just staying here for now. But I will try my best to stay there. I am not for sure if there are any armed people here. There are police here though to make sure that the peace is kept. There were, yeah, I'm not sure on that question, Fred, but thanks for asking.
I just dropped Joanna, so she was looking for you, but I got Sawyer to but it's bedtime now.
There's this screaming happening, but I don't know why. There are several people also talking to those on the other side, so there is communication happening between the two sides, but for the most part they are divided right now with the police line between them to help keep the peace.
I don't want to be on it, but I want to.
Hello. I'm not sure who was screaming right now. The students and community members that are wanting to move the monument are chanting, but then there are also the counter protesters over on this side that are chanting back. So it's just kind of a chanting match right now.
So this has been going on since about 6 o'clock is when the students and community members started marching from the gates on Murray State campus down to the town square. And now we are nearing 8 o'clock, so there have been several speakers, and now both groups are just shouting at one another, and it's been going on for about a total time of 2 hours, but this part has only maybe been 30 minutes or so. There were a lot of speakers earlier on the Move the Monument side. There were no planned speakers on the Keep the Monument side, so from my understanding, the counter-protesters are just here they want to leave the statue is what several of their signs say. Whereas like the student and this side obviously is wanting to move the monument, as you can see from their signs. And then there are police in between.
Promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was promised that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great values of opportunity of this nation. And so we have come to cash this check, a check that will give us, upon demand, the riches of freedom and the security of justice. We have also come to this hollow spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all God's children.
It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of this moment. This sweltering summer of the Negro's legitimate discontent will not pass until there is an invigorating autumn of freedom and equality. 1963 is not an end, but a beginning. Those who hoped that the Negro needed to blow off steam and now will be content will have a rude awakening if this nation returns to business as usual. There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his citizenship rights. The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. But there is something that I must say to my people who stand on the warm threshold which leads into the palace of justice. In this process of gaining our rightful place, we must not be guilty of wrongful deeds. Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. We must forever conduct our struggle on the high plane of dignity and discipline. We must not allow our creative protests to degenerate into physical violence. Again and again, we must rise to the majestic heights of meeting physical force with soul force. The marvelous new militancy which has engulfed the Negro community must not lead us to distrust all white people. For many of our white brothers, as evidenced by their presence here today, have come to realize that their destiny is tied up with our destiny. And they have come to realize that their freedom is inextricably bound to our freedom. We cannot walk alone. As we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. There are those who are asking devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our bodies, heavy with the fatigue of travel, cannot gain lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the cities. We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro's basic mobility is from smaller ghetto to a larger one. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating, "For whites only." We cannot be satisfied as long as the Negro of Mississippi cannot vote and the Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
I am not unmindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells, and some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom left you battered by storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality. You have been the veterans of creative suffering. Continue to work with the faith that an earned suffering is redemptive. Go back to Mississippi, go back to Alabama, go back to South Carolina, go back to Georgia, go back to Louisiana, go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, know that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, and so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, and that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day down in Alabama, with its vicious racists, with its governor having his lips dripping with the words of interposition and nullification, one day there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed and all flesh shall see it together.
This is our hope. This is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out of the mountain a despair of stone hope, jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to join together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. This will be the day. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with a new meaning. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land where the pilgrims pride. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. And so let freedom ring from the prodigious hills of New Hampshire. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the heightening Alleghenies of Pennsylvania. Let freedom ring from the snow-capped Rockies of Colorado. Let freedom ring from the curvaceous slopes of California. But not only that, let freedom ring from Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi, from every mountainside. Let freedom ring. And this is what happens. And when this happens, and when we allow freedom to ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up the day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to hold hands and sing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last.
Black Lives Matter and all of the chants that come with it. And I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're buckled in. We're about to go. All right, everyone can get comfortable in the positions that they want to stand in. I know this is a crazily coordinated protest, but we're going to do this right. Do you want are you need to be close?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I know you Glasgow folks. Your president is a pedophile! Save the children, my ass! Your president is a pedophile! Trump's wife is a commie!
He said commies are pedophiles. Oh, I'm sorry. That was just so funny.
Are you gonna make the hate group leave your station?
No, yeah.
Are you gonna make a hate group leave your station? They're a hate group. Oh, come on. We're all over this. You were included on it. Our name to the face now.
Do you have a card on you, sir? Lieutenant, do you have a card on you? Okay, thank you. It's cool. Thank you.
It's easily accessible online.
Congratulations. This is not only in Florida, this is also in every small town across America.
Hey, go home, be safe. Go home, be safe.
Hey, Black Lives Matter, go home.
Exactly.
Hey, Black Lives Matter. Let's go home. Because they gonna end up killing us.
He told us to be afraid of him. He's afraid of us and our safety. That's right.
This is a civilian militia, like just caused that shooting in Kenosha.
Fucking following us.
No, we weren't. I was standing here the whole time.
This is public property.
Hey.
Trash ass people.
This is Blue Thunder, the Blue Thunder bike gang
These people just rolled up on us and they're
that think it's their job to enforce the law.
This is fucking ridiculous.
This is the exact civilian militia that caused the shooting in Kenosha.
Black Lives Matter. Here. Black Lives, they 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 matter. Here.
So we've got the Blue Thunder bike gang.
Why aren't you fucking arresting them?
It just showed
You
up
arrested one of our
to
protesters.
protect the police station that was not under attack.
Black Lives, they matter. Here.
This is not an open carry state, so any weapons that are present are not visible. However, this is a highly charged gun state. I do have reason to believe there are multiple concealed weapons on the other side.
Yeah. You're saying that we were peaceful because we legally had an armed citizen. We have a gun right there.
Since when do bikers back the blue? What kind of outlaws are these?
These are terrorists. We're not able to see if they have a gun. You're not supposed to be able to see them.
Yeah, a lot of them have abdomen carry in the front, so you can't see it there.
You hear that? The guy's yelling no such thing as KKK.
You are the KKK. You are the
Who's a real terrorist?
Y'all a bunch of fucking grown adults and y'all following us? Huh? But why are y'all following us, man? You don't have children or grandchildren? Back to blue, you don't give a fuck about law enforcement, man. You don't care. Hey, oh, God, you guys are so fucking fake. Y'all don't care about law enforcement.
We appreciate that.
Yeah?
They're very dangerous people.
Oh, God, you're fucking racist. There we know he's racist. You hear what he said?
Jamar Jones!
Ahmaud Arbery. Hey, what about Breonna Taylor? What about Breonna Taylor? Shot in her side.
This is the first time I've seen the police. Oh, nope, they're still facing the protesters.
And he got justice.
We have one officer facing them, the rest are facing the protest group.
Breonna Taylor.
No citations currently being written for noise ordinance.
He got his killer's behind bars, you fucking idiot. Hey, y'all should be worried too. White people are dying at an alarming rate.
Probably should have been fucking
Stand up, right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Newport Richey Police Department.
The Black Lives Only Matter when the killer was white. We've got sheriffs to the right. We're pretty much kettled in here.
We were. And then you see what happened. You see them roll up, right? They were all the way over there. So let me ask you this. Did they not roll up on us? Huh? They rolled up in the street, yeah. They did. They were passing through, but all their bikes are parked over there. Why did they park their bikes? You don't think they came over here?
Black Lives Matter! No justice? No peace. No racist? No peace. I said no justice? No peace. No racist? No peace. I said no justice? No peace. No racist? No peace. I said no justice? No peace. No racist? No peace. No justice? No peace. No racist ass police. No justice. No peace. No racist ass police. I said no justice. No peace. No racist ass police. No justice. No peace. No racist ass police. No peace. No racist ass police. I said no justice. No peace. No racist ass police. I said no justice. No peace. No racist ass police. I said no justice. No peace. No racist police. No justice. No peace. Yeah. That's right. No racist ass police. That's right. No racist ass police.
It's always good to stop and stand in one spot for a minute and see how many people are actually here. It's a decent showing, I'd say. Sorry.
To oppress and annihilate black people. It's not possible.
This is the daughter of the woman speaking right here, sweet little Nova, and her son Torin.
About the illusion that white people are superior to black and brown. Their whole job is based on that. And I can prove it too. It goes all the way back to slavery. All the way back to slavery. It goes all the way back to the slave ships. The people that put my ancestors on those ships were all
shackled us, they chained us, they dragged us away from the continent that we lived on. They took us hundreds of miles away across oceans to a foreign land so that we could produce product for them in mass quantity. Low-key, the first industrial revolution, y'all.
Talk about it.
Slavery cultivated and developed capitalism.
Talk about it. Go.
Slavery is the reason that capitalism exists. My people were bought and sold and then made to produce product to make our masters rich.
Stolen people, stolen land.
That's right. That's right. You know, we still have the slave masters now, though. They're your managers. They're your supervisors. They're the owners of the companies that you work for.
They're the mayor.
They're the mayor. They're the city officials. They're the governor. We gotta kill the masters.
Yeah.
And you know how we do that?
Eat the rich, baby.
We abolish the police. When we get rid of the cops, they can't stop us. When we get rid of the cops, we can unify everybody. When we get rid of the cops, we'll create a new world where every human being has every resource they need to not only survive, but to prosper and thrive. And that's not possible in the current system that we live in. It's not possible for every group of people that exist currently on the planet to be prosperous as long as white supremacy exists. And the police state enforces the ability to continue to control and suppress us. That's the only reason they exist, is to keep business as usual going. We keep building capital for these white people. We keep making them richer and richer and richer. So of course they got the fucking police to keep us doing these things, to keep us showing up for work, to keep us paying our taxes, paying their pensions, enabling them to live out their American dream, while the rest of us are wage slaves, while the rest of us fight for very minimal resources, while we attack each other over crumbs. It's enabled. They created this system. Poverty is manufactured. It's not real. They have enough. There's enough for all. But the fucking cops. So, fuck the police. Fuck the police. Abolish the police. Abolish the police. Abolish the police. Scream it. Abolish the police. Make them afraid. We are powerful. We can do anything. Abolish the police. Abolish the police. Abolish the police. Abolish the police. That's right. Abolish the police. Get loud. Abolish the police. Tear it down. Abolish the police. Burn it up. Abolish the police. And from the ashes, a new world will come. Abolish the police. We're gonna burn it down and build it better. We're gonna do it. This isn't just some abstract thought that a bunch of random liberals have. This is something that can be. We could feed everyone. We can house everyone. We can give everyone a place to live. Our children can be educated and protected and loved and cherished and enabled to prosper. We all can, but not in this current system.
And we cannot use the tools of the master to build a new future. So the only way is to abolish everything, honestly. No cops, no prisons, total abolition! No cops, no prisons!
I got it! I got it! I got it! What did he do? What did he
Get him out here!
This is our First Amendment right.
They don't give a fuck. Look, they're bringing more already.
Well, then keep staying here. She's still in the car. Why did you get what you want? Why did you get what you want? She's still in the car.
That's the car. Looks like she might just be getting a ticket.
Free! sensitive. Jesus fucking Christ. We're in your face. We're on our way to job. Fucking
He's laughing.
Yeah. No sense of empathy. No sense of compassion. No sense of fucking common.
Jerry, if you can tell me how to do that, I can do that. I have no idea how to remove notifications. I'm definitely a noob. But I can do it quickly if you just let me know how. Please let me know how to remove the notifications.
Hey, let's go together.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you want to take a picture of me with them?
Yeah, goddamn.
Y'all ready?
Hey guys.
Oh no, we love documenting racism. It's really fun.
Hey guys, we're leaving. We're not here to engage with fascists. We are here to defend
Please.
black women. Let's go defend black women. We are not here to engage with fascists. We're not here to engage with the KKK.
Okay.
We're not here to defend anybody except black people and black
Okay.
women.
Video, and we talk.
I love it.
Yelling, screaming.
I love it.
We want to talk. You know what we want to do? We don't want to burn down on you. You know what?
They haven't done any damage here, by the way.
The black community has problems. We all know that.
So does the white community.
Yes. I'm not saying.
Okay.
They have a lot of crime. They're shooting each other. The crime rate in black neighborhoods is high. What can we all do to help?
He doesn't even live here,
Can we
this guy.
turn around, help you in your neighborhoods, community centers? Okay. How about child care centers so women can go and
Excellent.
schooling?
I love it.
You know what?
I think you would see that this isn't what you think it is. We would love to talk to
To
you.
do that, I can guarantee the 50 million freaking bikers that are in this country would volunteer in these cities to make it happen. To
Awesome.
help the black community succeed.
I'll tell you what.
We're not here to make them burn. We're here to help them.
I love
but
it.
They can't get their head out of their ass and have a freaking conversation.
Neither can you guys either. So I'll tell you what.
What am I doing right now?
I'll tell you what.
This is as far
Listen.
as I've gotten. I've tried this.
You set up
times already.
Set up your people, and I will bring, sir, I will bring 3 million people that will watch that on a live feed. If we can get that conversation to happen, it'll change the fucking world, man.
Without doxing anybody.
Well, we don't need to dox anyone.
Imagine how powerful it would be to back the blue supporters.
Let's go. You guys are so close together. It's so close.
Yo, B, we're leaving.
All right, you good? Hey,
There is things that need to be done.
I'm with Creative Loafing.
What is it?
I'm with Creative Loafing. Let's set it
Creative
up.
Loafing.
Let's make it happen.
I can contact
Let's have.
website.
Send a message through the Facebook. Yes, sir.
There's common ground that exists there, man.
There's a lot of it. Let's bring it together, man. Let's do it. Appreciate you. Thank you. Have a nice night, gentlemen.
Contact information.
None of them have cards. Let's go.
Assaulting, harassment, intimidating.
Oh, excuse us. So you heard it here. They want to sit down and have a conversation. And the Back the Blue people are actually very, very close ideologically to Black Lives Matter. They just can't get over that race line. So we'll see if they can actually do that. Let's get it set up. Let's bring a few million people to watch that. And let's change the fucking world. Let's change what's going on with this mentality. Because we've talked to quite a few Back the Blue people. And they want to improve communities. They want there to be police accountability. I've heard them say these things. Oh. Do we have everybody? Is that it? So let's see if they can actually come to the table, sit down, and have that conversation.
Kyle, what the? Let's go.
Because the problem isn't each other. It's the fact that this country has not seen reform in 200 years. And if the two sides come together, the politicians will shit their fucking pants. And that's how real change can really happen here.
Now my black queer ass has to go to labor. You think everybody can
Now let's see if the police continue to follow and harass this group. They are constantly monitoring, following this march. There's been $0 worth of damage done at any point. I've seen this march with 300 people on the sidewalk. They stay on the sidewalk. They do no damage at all.
Where's Nina? Land O'Lakes. Land O'Lakes.
Nina's in Land O'Lakes.
Isn't that by fucking Orlando?
They about to fucking find out.
Yep.
They took her all the way out to Orlando?
From here.
Oh no, we're pretty far north right now. Yeah, it's a little ways out. If you could drop that GoFundMe link again, let's get as much as we can into that Pasco BLM GoFundMe. Not only was Nina just arrested for using an amplified mechanism to speak,
I'm blind as fuck.
but they also have each $1,000 worth of fines for noise ordinance violations. It's all the police have been able to get them on. And they've been writing them tickets every chance they get. So let's clear their goal tonight. Let's get them there. 2,500.
Do you have water?
Thank you, Sebastian. You're the fucking man.
It's a very dark road. We need to speed up and get the fuck out of this area.
I knew they were going to.
Got flashlights, bust them out.
They were about to.
I would rather they have been oh shit, we need to fucking call her,
Baby daddy.
somebody, whoever's taking care of her kid right now.
So as you can see, this was an immediate aggressive night.
They had planned the whole night.
The whole night.
We were back there, me and you.
Yep.
Stoney.
And we had word that the sheriffs and the PD were hanging out.
I'm very glad that you came out.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Of course. Of course.
What the fuck?
I have a question. Can anybody give me a ride home?
Is everybody heading home now or what?
I think so.
What?
I hope so. I think so. I think that was a very productive night. Y'all fucking gave it to him.
Yeah, we heard you arrested at some point down that way.
So, again, everybody gathered in the beginning for about 30 minutes. And as soon as Nina got on a megaphone, the police came out and immediately wrote her a citation.
But what pisses me off,
They then retreated to the back of the building on the far side, gathered for 10, 15 minutes, came back out with another citation, and she refused to sign it, so they arrested her. I did not personally hear a warning. No one else says they heard a warning.
What's next, huh? We're moving through this movie.
Right. How about when we leave, y'all two tell them to get on the inside? On the inside, y'all on the inside. I don't know the specific politics of police work. But I
You looking for to see the bitch in your eye. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Suck a dick, pass it down. Suck a dick, pass it down. Suck a dick, pass it down. Fuck you.
She said suck a dick, pass it down.
Not just for some good thing.
Room party. Real quick.
These kids got knives.
And he's supposed to be for the union, right? He's a union man. That's the Democrat who's supposed to be for the union. Okay? Because that's what most of them support that. I'd rather not have the camera. I'm talking to this lady personally. I don't want to be on the news. It's not news, it's just YouTube. They put it on Facebook. Would you mind not filming in there? I don't want to be filmed. Okay? You're masking the night.
You're taking out these kids that got knives.
If you're the one that filmed, your friends filmed this last night, made a bad story out of it. So I told nobody I would talk to the press unless it was a Mountain Democrat. And you'll probably read their story tomorrow.
This guy's got a bat also.
So I'm guessing that Grandpa's down here because he's not even.
Grandpa's condoning having knives at a protest.
Rather not have it record me, ma'am. I'm asking you, please don't do that, so don't do it, okay? Respect my privacy. Okay, press? All right, thank you.
You got these kids that don't even know what they're doing. Their grandparents are condoning this type of violence.
So they all get together tomorrow voting day. Nothing like a fucking entitled white man to ruin the day.
Just take your ass home, motherfuckers. Hey, get an extra boat, fuckwad. Get an actual boat.
I guess this guy's name is Larry.
Larry! Larry! It's you! We know your name now, Larry! Oh, Larry!
Balls on your stomach.
It is all I have skin up me. Is that what I heard?
I'll catch you later, old man.
Something tells me you're a little top heavy.
Fuck out of here.
I'm confused. I'm not sure if she's with us or she's not.
Body like a swim, jawline, cut eyes.
Wow.
Yep. The picture of the fastest.
they're on the got a Karen in here. Looks like we're all doing our job from over here.
Not too many women over there.
There isn't racism here.
Thunderbolts on his fucking stomach? Dude, in the red bandana. Thunderbolts came across the street with his fucking stomach out. Fucking racist ass Thunderbolts on his fucking stomach. Told me he's earned them for the last 30 years. I said I'm gonna be glad to skin him. Is it the same guy that went to Larry? That's the dude. That's the guy. That's the guy right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you took.
If I could get her a picture.
I'm sorry, Larry. You can't get pictures of me.
You told me I couldn't take a picture.
Sorry, Larry. You can't. Sorry. But I can do this.
Pictures for
Have him get to his side. Have him get to his side.
You want me to pose for you? Yeah.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here.
We're not ashamed.
I think your blood sugar's low.
I love you.
Oh man, Larry's upset. Someone's got to keep an eye on Larry.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
Oh man.
This is what community looks like.
No.
This is what community looks like. 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 That is not what community looks like. Thank you, sir.
No Trump, no KKK, no racist USA. No Trump, no KKK, no racist USA.
stop No KKK, No Racist USA, they say 4 more years of the KKK Racist USA. 4 more years of that. That's literally what they're saying. Oh. Like, do they not? They do know. They do know.
Parents were concerned about the park.
Oceanside, but
That says women for Trump. Oh, that's so bad. Getting thick, y'all. Our streets! 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 Our streets!
One of the dudes over there has a Tupac shirt on.
No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no racist USA.
Y'all see this?
No KKK, no racist USA.
Who's wearing Tupac? I don't understand. Make it make sense. What's going over there?
Make no sense. Look at y'all.
You just gassed yourselves! Our streets! 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 This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
Wow, they give each other a handshake.
This is what democracy looks like!
You're literally drunk! We watched you go to the bar! You're hella weird!
Oh, there these guys.
That's illegal. Put a mask on.
I'm here right now.
That's illegal.
Dude, listen to
That's illegal. You need a mask.
podcast that was put out last week with the 9 doctors where this is all a
Put your
hoax.
mask on. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Put your mask on.
So Black Lives Do Matter, we all agree on that. We agree. But if Black Lives really matter, why are we
have no guy over here, no mask. We all have masks. We all have masks. This gentleman, no mask. No masks over there. No masks. See that? No mask.
Inside the lobby.
I know it's hype. I get the vibes. I get the energy. I know that we all want to stay here. And I can't take you guys all leave, but if you guys are going to leave, please leave with somebody. I cannot say that enough. We're all leaving because we're not going to give the other side any more attention that they already have. Thank you.
We're leaving, we're leaving, we're leaving. But he still loves peace. Well, if somebody wants to talk lies, I can't tolerate that. These are great. This is our future. This is our future. These people are our future. It's not about size. It is, dude. This is. I don't always agree with my kids, but my kids are our future. They're our future. Maybe they've listened. Maybe they've got some bad information. Maybe there you go.
Stand with us.
If you could believe one thing I say, just look up YouTube, Charlie Kirk podcast, Fake Mind Doctor. Fake We're not willing to say the name. But you gotta understand, people get scared. Close-minded.
If you believe all lives matter,
Black lives matter. All lives can't matter until Black lives do. All lives can't matter until Black lives matter. Do it again.
Yeah, it's like good. There you go. Like they are right now. Here's our town, bitch! Brush your fucking teeth!
if something happens. So I would strongly advise everyone to start picking up trash, gathering your things, get a partner, get a group, and we have security on both sides. You need help getting to your car. And we have security that is also driving people to their cars. So please come to me if you need help getting to your vehicle.
He's wearing an NRA hat.
Y'all good? Y'all good? Holy shit.
I appreciate what you guys have done here today.
I appreciate you guys for being out here highlighting.
Definitely. Well, you guys be safe when getting home.
Thank you, and you guys make sure you are as well.
We'll do. Just gonna stick around until everybody's gone home, at least. So we know. Oh, that was the lady that was here last time. Oh, that's interesting. There's a lot of interesting things here, guys, today. I'll be happy.
I don't give up the trigger by the thing. As I'm getting older, young people get older. Most of us only care about
You know, black is actually where it's at. I am Black Beauty, wild and free to roam the pasture all mine own. Thank you. You are all so quite beautiful. I'm like mesmerized. We got so many tones and colors and hair and like, oh man. I want to shout out to my mama who came out tonight. Mama, I love you. Thank you. Thank you also to the others who are out here. Thank you, thank you. This piece I wrote for you is called Generations. Now, I know some of us haven't been able to be around our elders during this time, and I've been very honored and blessed to be surrounded and taking care of my 70-year-old grandparents. But it's definitely made me look inward and find the beauty within myself. Hair curls which battle and intertwine, packed with knowledge beyond my years and intuition to keep my third eye wide. Eyes filled with hopes and wants my ancestors dreamed of me. I wonder if I'm the only one in this windy bloodline to which anxiety infects my mind from time to time. If stress could also be found in piles of pulled out hair threads, bitten off fingernails, or paper torn to shreds. Skin brown from the minute I emerged. Were you dismissed for also being too far sun-kissed? For generations, you stood up so I could sit, drink, and marry whomever I choose. For generations, you listened to the voices